Straight across, guys.
Yeah.
In the trailer. He's gone.
I'm not gonna call.
Do it. Crossing up. He's gone. They're gone, they're gone. I got him.
Go,
Go.
go.
There's one more weight right there.
You ready?
Do it.
Go.
Yeah, right? Riot shield coming in, riot shield coming in. Guys, watch it. Riot shield. He's right out here, right out these two windows. He's right here, he's right here. Gone! Gone! I'm gone. Good play, dude. Good play. Good play. That was... Dude, one of your guys ripped me in the neck from across the way. I was like, oh, that hurt.
Oh, they got you?
What? Oh, yeah, they hit me.
Wait,
You got this guy.
you got the blue at the, you're dead?
Yeah, he's dead. He's dead.
Okay, you're good.
Yeah, he got one of ours. I think I might have hit him in the wrist. Sorry, bro.
Oh, no, this part of the game, man.
Right? It was a good play.
Welcome back to the channel, everybody. If you enjoy airsoft and occasionally a good German beer, subscribe to the channel. So today we're taking a look at a very interesting airsoft gun, to say the very least. This one is a hybrid. This is the EMG MK47, licensed by CMMG. This is their Banshee. This is the 400 feet per second SBR model. Let's get into it. So in this video, we're just going to take a quick look at some of the specs and my initial impressions. I've only played about 4 hours with the gun itself, shot around 5,000 to 6,000 rounds through it, so I just figured I'd give you a first impressions kind of video. And before we go any further, I just want to apologize. I mounted my GoPro today on my shoulder, and I quite frankly wasn't happy with the results I got from the filming. From here on out, I will have something on the gun and mounted to my head other than the shoulder. The shoulder rig was just absolutely ridiculous. If you've watched my channel, you've seen the shoulder rig before, and actually the first time I used it, it worked great. However, in this case, it was a train wreck. Some of the footage turned out okay, which you'll see, but not happy with it, so I apologize for that. So starting off, the chronograph numbers didn't come in at that 400 feet per second range. It was closer to that 370 advertised on Evike's website. It does kind of have a high-low, high being 400, low being at 370. We came in at that like 365 and 360. Sometimes we had a couple shots at 370, but it definitely varied in that window. Obviously from the intro you can see it does have a relatively high rate of fire. It's advertised at 28. It comes in a little bit lower than 28. It's like 22 to 23 rounds per second, which is still pretty impressive from stock AEG. Mind you, I was running an 11.1 volt Titan battery. The gun does come equipped with a version 2 metal gearbox, which is fully upgradable, and as I mentioned before, this one is completely stock. Motor is a long type motor, so this gun does feature the standard M4 fire modes, so you have safe, semi, and fully automatic. Recommended battery for this gun itself is a 7.4 volt battery, but we ain't got time for that. We want to send them fast and send them hard, so we went with the 11.1. So this is an M4 style platform. It's going to have things you're used to, like a free floating handguard, which accepts M-LOK accessories. It also has a retractable stock, or multi-position retractable stock. It's mil-spec, so you can run AR-15 or M4 stocks on it, which I think is really neat. It also came with standard flip-up sights, which I thought were a nice touch with the gun, so EMG includes those, along with one mid-cap magazine. So the gearbox in the gun is made by SEMA, and when I was picking out my mags for this rifle, I decided to go with SEMA mags. I just figured that the compatibility would probably be a little bit better going with SEMA, since they're the ones that made the gearbox and everything else that goes with that. I just figured to go with the SEMA mags, and I honestly did not have a problem running the SEMA mags. They were flawless today, so 5,000 rounds, no hiccups. So a few questions I got about the gun prior to filming this video was, how does the hop-up work? And I noticed when I was testing the gun and kind of trying to dial in that hop-up, there was like 2 places in the hop-up, at the lowest point of the hop-up and the highest point of the hop-up when I was adjusting the the dial that it wasn't doing anything. It just got to this certain point where it still had play in it. You could keep going, but it wasn't making any adjustments. So there's this very fine window of adjustment with this style hop up that's on the MK47. I don't know. Maybe it's just my gun. That's just what I noticed when I was trying to adjust the hop up. I was shooting about 75 yards, and I would touch it ever so slightly, and I would get this crazy backspin, and then I would dial it down, and all of a sudden I'm not even making it. So keep in mind that's what it is. Someone was saying that the hop up doesn't work, and it's like it works. The hop up works great. However, it's like this small of a window to make it work. So you go too far, and all of a sudden the wheels come off the bus. You go too far the other way, and the wheels come off the bus. So I want to be completely honest with everybody. I mean, I spent my hard-earned money for this. I spent close to $800, and that's battery, mags, everything, a little bit of ammo, the tracer unit, you name it. Everything that's on this particular gun, this setup, was close to $800. So no one sent this to me. I really wanted to do this review, buy the gun, and kind of test it myself. So just keep that in mind. One of the other things people had said to watch out for was the adjustment screw here in the bottom of the grip. People were afraid it would walk out. I actually went ahead and made a Sharpie mark to make sure that it wouldn't move, and I also added a small dab of blue Loctite. However, I wouldn't advise doing that for you. I feel comfortable doing it myself. I put a small dab of blue Loctite on the backside of the threads, ensuring that it will not move on me. It did not move. Everything was fine. I think we have a lot more testing to do before we can definitively say that that is actually an issue. It's just kind of some of that FUD that you see bouncing around the internet, if you know what I mean. So really quick, let's look over some of the stuff that I did to the rifle. Obviously, I put a high-rise mount on there so I can get a good sight picture when I throw the gun up and I have a paintball mask on. I don't have any issues seeing down the red dot and hitting targets. And let me tell you what, this gun is accurate out of the box. I was really happy with how accurate this was. I was making shots through windows, through bunkers, all kinds of crazy stuff. It was just performing very well. Now, I do have a Strike Industry flash can on the end. EMG Strike Industry flash can. It's epic. It's really cool. It was fun inside the trailers. However, I made myself such a freaking target. Every time I would shoot that, you would see the flash a couple times, every time I pull the trigger. And 10 guns, 8 guns, like just all of a sudden just start shooting at that one window. So I just pop up, give it a couple of bursts, and yeah, everyone was shooting at me. So it has its pros and cons. It's a really neat novelty item. Great tracer unit. I've tested it now with probably 1,000 rounds through the tracer unit, and it is so cool, so reliable. I love it. The glow on the BBs, after they get down there, they'll bounce and lay on the ground and still be glowing. Super happy with that. But yeah, let me tell you what, that muzzle flash on this gun just definitely, I think Ant-Man and I we got smoked on the one corner on the first game. It was crazy. So sorry, Ant-Man. I think I got us killed on that one. It's definitely my fault. Something else I kind of had an issue with, I guess, it has a massive mag release right here. That is awesome. However, the channel to get your mag locked in place, your window is small, and you have to be good with, and I've seen other guys complain about this. This is something that I've seen multiple people complain about, and I fumbled a few reloads doing it. I did, actually, in the cinematic intro I had there, you can see that tactical reload I did. That was dope. I nailed it. I was so happy with myself. That's why I made it into that scene there. I don't know if you saw that. Go back and watch it if you did. But yeah, the reloads, you just have to nail it, or you're gonna mess it up. So that's one thing to keep in mind if you're not really experienced with the AK platform. This is not the gun for you. I would say master the AK before going to this. The M4 platform is an easier platform in my opinion over the AKs. It's just inherently easier. So if you've mastered the AK and you want to get something like this because you want to be able to put more accessories on it and just kind of have this like weird hybrid, which I freaking love this. Next to a bullpup, this thing is freaking dope. Love this gun. Just keep that in mind. Your hop up is right in here. I wanted to just throw that out there to everyone. You probably can't see that, but that'll about wrap up the video, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. This was a blast to shoot. We're going to have Veterans Day shoot coming up here soon, so I'm going to get it out and run it again. Hopefully have that GoPro mounted somewhere a little bit better than on my shoulder, because that was absolutely garbage. I mean, that was a dumpster fire. You guys know it. You guys see it. That was trash. So I'm not even afraid to make fun of my own content freaking, we'll call it what it is. I really appreciate everybody for watching the video. If you made it this far, please subscribe to the channel. And yeah, hit that notification bell so you get notifications when I'm uploading stuff. I upload shorts almost daily at this point. So thank you so much, everybody. I'll catch you on the next one.